Hey you, when was the last time you called your mom? Come on now, you're gonna have to put in at least a little effort.
Stephen! I thought you were dead! Fucking hell!
Now, unlike your mother, your customers actually will stop loving you if you don't put in any effort. And that's why you and me are gonna sit down and have a little talk about customer retention. Did you know that a little 5% increase in customer retention can boost your profitability by 95%? And now that I have your attention, I'll let you know why encouraging current customers to spend more tends to deliver a higher return on investment than acquiring new customers. If you want to find out more about customer retention, from what it is and how you can benefit from it, stick around. Also, the subscribe button is right down below in case you missed it. So what exactly are we talking about when we say customer retention? We're talking about a collection of tactics that encourage existing customers to buy again. You want your customers to be going from one-time shoppers to regular customers and eventually to brand advocates. Now the question is, when should you be focusing on customer retention? Well, this really depends on what stage your business is at. If you're just starting out, you're gonna need to be focusing on getting new customers. That's because you can't retain customers if you don't have any customers. But as you grow and you start getting a steady stream of customers, that's when you should start implementing some strategies to keep them coming back. Maybe it's an email or an SMS. As your business matures even more, those efforts should have a 50-50 split between acquisition and retention. And right about now would be a great time to start a loyalty program. Once your business is booming and fully developed, retention is key, and it really should be your main focus. Now, I'm not saying throw in the towel on acquiring new customers. I'm just saying that at this stage, to maximize your profitability, you're going to need to rely more on those returning customers. Let's take a look at the charts. As you can see, in the first 20 months, there isn't a considerable difference in revenue between a 5 to 10% retention rate. But as you grow, look at how that retention rate compounds over time. That's all revenue for you. Well, basically everyone should have a retention strategy in place. The kind of business you have will determine how much you should focus on it. And now, back to the charts. So if your business sells products that people tend to replace less frequently, like a phone case on the low end or furniture on the high end, you might want to focus a bit more on those new customers through acquisition. But if you sell items that people are going to need to replace regularly, like coffee or office supplies, the focus should definitely be on retention. Well, the thrill of getting a new customer is hard to beat. I'm going to let you in on why established brands know that the real money lies in getting existing customers to buy again. Number 1, customer retention maximizes profits. If you need to spend $30 on Facebook ads to acquire a new customer who then goes on to spend $35, then you're looking at a $5 profit. Not bad. If you send that customer a follow-up email that costs a fraction of a cent, and then they go ahead and spend another $35, your margins have now increased by hundreds of percent. Once you've won the customer, you've already fought the majority of the battle. Plus, happy customers generate 20% more revenue than moderately satisfied ones. Number 2, retention allows you to outspend your competitors. Hear me out. If you're able to retain more customers, you're going to be able to spend more on acquiring new ones. If you know that first-time customers are going to spend around $30, then it would make sense not to spend more than that on acquisition if you want to turn a profit. I mean, that's definitely how your competitors are thinking. But with your retention strategy in place, you know that your customers are going to go ahead and spend an average of $70 a year, which means that you can be spending more than your competitors on acquisition because you're not afraid that you won't be making a profit. Number 3, retention is easier than acquisition. With everyone focused on getting new customers all the time, they don't even realize that they're doing things the hard way. It is 3.5 times easier to sell to existing customers than to new ones.
You don't know me.
I mean, which makes complete sense if you think about it. Existing customers know who you are, know your product, they know what you stand for. I mean, you get my drift.
You do.
If they were satisfied by your product, there's really no reason that they wouldn't want to get it again. It really is that simple. Number 4, retention is marketing in disguise. You know that brand or service that you absolutely love? You know, the one that goes out of its way to make you feel valued. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that you've already recommended them to all of your friends and family. Your love for that brand has actually turned you into one of their top marketing strategies. Referral Candy has shown that retention strategies can actually lower your acquisition costs by word of mouth marketing. You don't need to pay for marketing if your customers are going to hear about you from other people for free. Plus, when shoppers are referred to you by a friend, they tend to spend on average 200% more than a customer who found you by themselves. If you manage to build a following of brand advocates, they're going to go ahead and do your marketing for you. Now, let's take a moment to go over what we've learned. Retention allows you to maximize customer spending, outbid your competitors, sell more with less effort, and create a team of brand advocates, aka free marketing. If you want to know how you can actually measure retention in your store, we're going to go ahead and link our blog post on that below. If you go ahead and develop a relationship with your customers, I have a feeling that your profits are going to be pretty happy about it. Also, you might as well call your mom. I know she misses you. Stay tuned for part 2, where I'll be going over 8 outrageously effective strategies to keep customers coming back.